Faith and prayer in difficult times, the power of family, God's word, and Christian values. We live in difficult times. Intolerance is growing, political divisions are deepening, radicalism is spreading, and many times, love seems to disappear among people. But in the midst of such turbulence, there is a place of refuge, faith in God. Today we will reflect on how prayer and faith can transform our lives and our families, and how Christian values are the foundation for a better world. Prayer is not just a ritual, it is an encounter. An encounter between us and the Creator. It is through prayer that we pour out our souls before God, that we ask for direction, and that we receive comfort in times of anguish. Jesus taught us in Matthew 6 verse 6, "But when you pray, go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." Notice that prayer does not depend on crowds, nor on long speeches. It depends on the sincere heart that seeks the presence of God. When we face times of intolerance, when we are attacked because of our faith, or when we see our society dividing, it is prayer that keeps us firm. Prayer reminds us that we are not alone and that God remains in control, even when everything seems to slip out of our hands. We live in days when religious intolerance is growing. People are attacked because of their faith, Christian values are mocked, and many times those who should preach love fall into the trap of radicalism. But we must remember, true faith never generates hatred. On the contrary, faith brings us closer to God and to our neighbor. Romans 12 verse 21 says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." The Christian does not fight intolerance with intolerance, nor radicalism with more radicalism. We fight with prayer, with faith, and with the example of our attitudes. Our role is to be light. And light does not argue with darkness, it simply shines. Society may change, times may be difficult, but there is an institution created by God that remains, the family. A family built upon Christian values is like a house founded on the rock. Nothing can bring it down. In Joshua 24 verse 15, we find one of the strongest declarations in the Bible, "But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." Today, unfortunately, we see broken families, divided homes, parents and children without dialogue. This opens the door for ideologies contrary to faith and divine values to enter and destroy what God designed. That is why it is urgent to restore the model of the traditional family, father, mother, and children, united in love, respect, and prayer. It is within the home that values are born that will shape men and women of integrity, who fear God and who are full of love for their neighbor. The greatest enemy of intolerance is not hatred, it is love. The Apostle Paul reminds us in 1 Corinthians 13 that faith and hope are essential, but the greatest of all gifts is love. It is love that sustains a family. It is love that overcomes political division. It is love that makes us respect the faith of others. Love does not mean giving up on truth, but it means speaking the truth with gentleness, with respect, and with mercy. When families live in love, they become an example. When the church lives in love, it transforms society. Love is the most perfect reflection of God in the world. In difficult times, we must choose the path of faith. Prayer is our strength. Family is our safe harbor. And love is the answer the world needs. If we want to fight intolerance, radicalism, and the divisions that weaken humanity, we must begin at home. We must teach our children to love God, to respect others, and to live according to the Word. Never forget, no matter the size of the storm, those who have faith remain firm. Those who have faith do not let evil overcome them. Those who have faith plant seeds of hope even in the midst of tears. May you renew your faith today. May you strengthen your family. And may prayer be your refuge in every moment. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. May this also be your declaration. God bless you and your family.